You're never going to believe what I've got in this box. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing and listening to this signed Kirk Hammett KH95x Wah from Dunlop. Let's go. What's up, everybody? How's it going? I'm Brad Dollar. Welcome to the channel. It's great to see you. So I bought this back in April of 2022, believe it or not. I took it out of the main box it was shipped in and I put it on my pedal rack in this box and just left it there. I'm honestly kind of nervous to use it and play with it and touch it because it is signed. So I thought, why not break this thing out and share it with you in the process. I love Metallica. Kirk Hammett is a foundational part of my guitar playing and understanding of playing music with other people. And so I'm really excited to be able to tap into his sound, but to also have a real deal Kirk Hammett artifact. But before we get started, if you can do me a huge favor and smash the subscribe button, that would do a ton for this channel. I've been making music all my life, and this channel is all about sharing that experience and that knowledge with you so you can tap into it, and so we can build a community here together around music. That and anything else you do, like liking or commenting, helps a ton, so I appreciate you massively for doing it. Without further ado, let's get into this pedal. All right, before we get into this pedal, we need to do a quick history lesson on who Kirk Hammett is, his role in Metallica, and his importance to the world of wah-wah. Firstly, the best resource to learn more about wah pedals, their history, who's played them, and why they're so important to guitar-centric music, definitely check out the documentary Crybaby. Super well produced, a ton of your favorite guitar players are in there, and the history lesson is awesome. I'll link it down in the description below. So who is Kirk Hammett, and why does he get his own wah pedal? Kirk's name is one that resonates through the world of guitar playing as loudly as the riffs and the band that he's a part of. Kirk's impact on the guitar world, particularly in the realm of wah pedal mastery, is nothing short of legendary. Kirk is a Bay Area native just like myself, and before he joined Metallica, he was also playing in one of the foundational Bay Area metal bands, Exodus. Kirk has been on every record since Kill 'Em All, and for the most part has been hyper-focused on only playing on Metallica's music up until recently when he released his first solo record, Portals, which came out spring of last year. Whether he's meant to or not, Kirk Hammett's lead guitar playing has progressed rock and metal guitar playing and soloing ever since his first appearance on Kill 'Em All. Besides all the wah pedal stuff, there's just something about his riffs and his licks that is super melodic and familiar sounding, while for the most part still sounding really new and fresh. But why is Kirk so associated with the wah pedal? The simple answer is the dude just uses it a lot. It seems like all of their most iconic songs end up with a solo where he's playing a wah. Inner Sandman, Memory Remains, Battery, and Justice for All. That Turn the Page solo, the whole thing, it's so good. You can identify a lot of Kirk's early inspiration from 70s rock bands where a lot of solos and a lot of riffs had a wah left on the entire time. And one last thing about wah pedal usage and why Kirk is considered one of the best is that it's kind of hard to do it tastefully, right? Especially these days. You can't just treat all your solos like you're playing a shaft solo with them. It takes a certain approach to tone from your fingers and your guitar and your riffs. It's harder than it seems, and it's the closest thing I think us guitar players have to being drummers while playing music. So with all of that out of the way, that's who Kirk is. And without further ado, let's crack it open. So then the box for the actual wah is pretty standard of what the other actual boxes look like. So this is the box it would come in. So nothing too crazy there. Very careful. Dunlop makes these boxes so tight. Y'all want to know if we actually opened it or not. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's a signature. I think that's just the signature on the box. So in the box, it'll come wrapped in plastic like that, like a big plastic kind of bag, like any other wah does, or any other big pedal like this comes from MXR or Dunlop. Now, first glance, photos don't do this justice. Oh, wait. I just saw the signature. We'll get there. We'll get there. You guys gotta wait to see the signature because I feel like that's what gives it the extra little juice, the extra little juice. In hand, this is just a lot more high def than I expected it to be. So that's nice. Let's take it out of the bag. I'm gonna be super careful. Yeah. Dunlop pedals have a smell. Look at that thing. Look at that sparkle. It's so pretty. I'm kind of glad that I've left it in the box this long. I was gonna try to save it and show you the signature later, but I can't do that and still show you this pedal, and I want you guys to actually see it. So let's take a look at the signature now. Kirk Hammett. Man, I'm such a fanboy. You guys, like, I really want to work with Metallica. I really want to work in the studio with them super bad at some point in my life. And my hypothesis is that if you let a fan help you make a record, I think you actually might make something the fans really connect with. But I also know that from working with Bob Ware and the Grateful Dead, the whole reason I got that job was because I wasn't a fan. So this video made me shooting myself in the foot, but nonetheless, I don't care. I love this band and I have to show you guys this thing. So here we go. Nice, look at that. Nice, there it is. The finish on this thing is amazing. You know, on a stage with really sweet lights, this is gonna look awesome. You know, in the studio, even here, like with the lights on, it looks great. So other than that, there's no other real like changes on the surface. The whole idea of this wah is that it is emulating the sound that he dials into his rack-mounted Crybaby wah. A lot of the time he's using like a remote version of his wah tapped into his rack Crybaby wah, and all of the wahs that have come out are meant to like emulate that sound. And then on the bottom of this thing, it's got some classic Crybaby details. Most Crybabys that are signature have details in the bottom. Like I have a Jerry Cantrell wah that's got like a poem on it. And then on this one, you've got Kirk's favorite wah solos. You have your standard 1/4-inch instrument input and output connectors. You have a plug for your 9-volt adapter, your AC adapter. It works great. Look how greased this is. One of my favorite parts of brand new wah pedals is like how greased, yeah, that pot comes. Ooh, it's so good. Ooh, nice. All right, now let's hear this thing in action. Let's go. And here's the wah on. Man, why did I leave this thing in the box for so long? Here's a low sweep. Here's a high sweep. All right, that's it. So this thing is definitely awesome. I really should not have left it in the box for as long as I did. The sweep is a lot wider and deeper than I expected. As we kept playing and it kept going, I was like, oh, this is kind of surprising how far this goes. Even my Cantrell wah, really got to play with the Q knob to find the sweet spot. So that's really pretty nice. Also, like, it got really aggressive at the top and almost fell off the rails and got abrasive. but it didn't. And so I really appreciate that. For this video, the gear that we're using, other than this wah pedal, is a 1996 Fender American Strat. It's the only humbucker guitar I have, and I thought that was appropriate for this demo of this awesome wah pedal, to play it with a Strat style guitar with a humbucker. And the amp setup is pretty simple. It's just a Mesa single rectifier going straight into a 2-notes torpedo, and I've been using their included plugin, the Torpedo Wall of Sound, for speaker emulation. And the particular impulse I'm using is one of Steve Vai's cabinets, which you can find online, and I'll link that here below it. And in terms of pedals, it's just the wah pedal, and I am using a pair of buffers. If you guys aren't hip to using buffers in your signal chain, I highly recommend it. Check out some of the Vertex Effects videos about that. We can talk about that in the future, but that's it. This is a super clean signal with nothing in between. The wah you've been hearing is the wah, and I think that's one of the best parts about using buffers and things like that, is you can actually hear whatever the pedal is that you want to hear. If you're gonna get a wah pedal, especially a high gain usage wah pedal like this, be sure to get a buffer somewhere in the loop. And that's about it. I mean, this thing is awesome. I mean, I don't really want to leave this thing out. I'm probably gonna have to buy another one so I can actually use it, but I'm pretty excited about it and very stoked to have this pedal in the collection, and stoked to share it with y'all. So what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think it sounds good? Are you excited about it? Do you think you pick one up? Let me know. So how does it compare to other wah pedals? Well, first of all, to make this super easy on you, you have to go check out Sweetwater's wah comparison chart. Definitely go check it out, and you'll see how this wah stacks up with other wahs that Dunlop and MXR both release. Now, in terms of how different this wah is than Kirk's other signature wah, as far as I know, they're exactly the same electronically. The only other difference is this super sweet purple sparkle, which matches a lot of the latest signature instruments that have come out from ESP and LTD. All right, then the box has a few other little treats. So on top, you have a pack of Kirk Hammett collection picks. Couple heavy, couple light. I'm surprised in this pack that there isn't a jazz pick Dunlop. These are not nearly as practical as these are. I get it. Okay, so those are in there. That's fun. Oh, and then you've got yourself a signed photo of the man himself chilling with a stack. And is that Greenie? Yep. Chilling with a stack and Greenie, the world's most expensive guitar. It's also a signature. That's pretty cool. Yo, Kirk, you should have signed the gold Sharpie on the wah, because that matches the wah, you know? Like, should have signed it with the gold Sharpie. Your boy likes gold. I like gold. And then that's it for like special Kirk Hammett stuff. Then it's just your Dunlop quick start guide, serial number warranty card, which, by the way, Dunlop MXR, everything, customer care, service, repair is wonderful. Their stuff doesn't really break to begin with, but that company super duper takes care of you. So don't ever feel bad or in question about buying Dunlop gear. Those people there are awesome. I didn't mean for this to turn into like a Dunlop ad, but I have to say that it's a great company. Very good. Love them. So if you like this wah pedal, it's already available out in the world. You can go buy it anywhere you want. This wah is the same as the actual KH95 that's out there. It's just that he signed these. And my guess, or at least my hope in my fantasy world, is that the batch they gave Kirk to sign were, you know, given an extra look at, that they sound maybe just a splash better. At least that's the pipe dream I'm telling myself in my head. All right, so that's it. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope that in your quest for wah pedals, that this one stands out a little as one that can help you achieve some great tones that, even though it might sound like the master himself, can also be really personal to your sound and help carve out your signature flavor from the wah universe. So if you like this video, please subscribe. I'd love to see you again. And if you want to hear about more wah pedals, like the Jerry Cantrell wah we talked about in this video, drop it in a comment below and let me know. Thanks so much for watching. See you again soon. Bye.